Would you rather pay $200 now or just $50 today? Most people would choose the $50 because it seems less stressful and more easy. This is why buy now, pay later services have become so popular with shoppers nowadays. Buy now, pay later, also known as BNPL, allows shoppers to split purchases into small payments instead of paying the full price all at once. Such things like this are like Affirm, Klarna, things like that. Buy now, pay later can sometimes be helpful, especially when someone needs to spread out unnecessary expense, maybe like groceries or something. However, it could also make people spend more than they could actually afford. Today I want to explain how buy now, pay later services change the way consumers think about money by making purchases feel cheaper, encouraging overspending, and increasing hidden debt. First, buy now, pay later changes how consumers perceive prices because smaller prices make expensive items feel cheaper. Imagine a pair of shoes is $200, and then you decide that a pair of $200 shoes is not worth it. However, if the website says that you only have to pay $50 today, the shoe suddenly becomes less out of reach to you and easier to buy. The problem is the actual price of the shoe never changed. The shopper is still paying the $200. Instead of thinking of the whole cost, the shopper only focuses on the first payment, which is the $50. Buy now, pay later can also make borrowing money feel normal and harmless because it makes it look like a simple option. Second, buy now, pay later encourages overspending because people are more willing to spend on items when the upfront cost is low. A shopper might avoid a jacket if they had to pay the full amount right then and there. However, if the website says the jacket is only $100 today, and you just have to make a few $100 more installments, the jacket seems more reasonable. The shopper may even add more items to the cart because the payment seems so small. According to the Federal Reserve, 87% of buy now, pay later users said that they used the service because they wanted to spread out their payments. The same report found that 58% said that buy now, pay later was the only reason they were able to actually afford those purchases. This matters because being able to make the first payment doesn't always mean that you could afford the full price of the item. Finally, buy now, pay later increases the overall risk of debt because missed payments, late fees, and multiple purchases could actually add up over time. The Federal Reserve found that nearly 1/4 of buy now, pay later users made at least one payment late. Among people who paid late, over half of these said that they were charged an extra fee. These extra costs can make the purchase more than the original upfront cost that you were going to pay. One buy now, pay later purchase might seem easy to manage. However, the problem becomes more serious when somebody uses buy now, pay later for several purchases at the same time. A person might have a payment due for clothes, shoes, something they bought for their car, a concert ticket, and electronics in the same week. So those are a few payments that all end up being in the same time frame. Each payment may seem small individually, but they can become overwhelming together. This creates hidden debt because people may lose track of how much money they owe. In conclusion, buy now, pay later services may seem convenient at first, but they could change the way consumers think about spending money. Expensive items could feel cheaper, encourage overspending, and increase debt risk. Before using buy now, pay later services, consumers should ask themselves, would I still buy this if I had to pay all of it right now? Paying $50 today might sound better than paying $200 right now. However, too many small payments stack up and they can make a much bigger problem later down the road. Thank you for listening to my presentation.